Hi, this is Natalia. I wanted to ask you, how do we stop being our own enemies? So I find it sometimes, okay, I know all of the tools, to have the best life: meditation, doing yoga, being kind, eating healthy, being mindful, etc. I could list them all here. But what I find difficult is having the consistency and
That's a great question, Natalia. And it has a lot of moving parts, so it may take a few minutes to address some of them. I hear that you know the human beings, and you as a human being know what is healthy for you, and sometimes you do what's not healthy for you, and we all do that. One of the things that I learned is that I always have two motives for everything that I do. One comes from my heart, and it comes from a place of love. And one comes from my unconscious, and it comes from fear. They're always both there. So if I think that I'm only going to have this, then I won't see this one coming, and it'll come out sideways and sabotage me. So first it's realizing that I may have two reasons for what I want to do. From my heart, I want to become completely healthy so I can create a world of loving kindness, end war, and help people to become their full potential. Then there's an unconscious part, or what Jung called our shadow self, and that wants to disrupt everything and cause chaos and make it look like people need me so they won't leave me. I have those two parts. Some people say they're the two wolves inside of them that are always fighting. And the one that wins is the one that we feed. And we have to see both of them. So I hear that you know exactly what to do, and you already have those tools. So a tool that I use is I get a big piece of paper and I draw a circle on it. And then I make a little X that bisects the circle at some point. And I write down one of the healthy things for me, such as meditation. Then I go and put an X at another spot on the circle, and I might write down healthy eating. I make another X, and I might write down yoga. I make another X, and I might write down exercise. And I go on and on until the circle is covered around. On the circle itself has a whole bunch of X's, and each one is one of the things that when I do these things, I become my empowered self. One of the things that happens to most of us humans is that as soon as we become our empowered self, we immediately stop doing the things that helped us to become our empowered self. Because our ego thinks, I got it now, I don't need any of that. So we, one by one, we stop doing those, and then we go into a downward spiral. The way I learned to turn that same spiral into an upward spiral, and for continuity, is I pick one of the X's, whichever one is the easiest that I'm not currently doing. So, for example, if I've stopped my meditation practice, I might choose that one. Then I make a vow from my heart that for 30 days I'm going to meditate every single day. Same time, same meditation, same way for 30 days. I don't worry about any of the other things I'm supposed to be doing. I stick to the meditation. And the most amazing thing happens is that without any effort on my part, I begin to pick up and do those other things again without even realizing it. In order to be empowered, we must also have the ability to choose to not be empowered. If there's no choice, there's no empowerment. Empowerment is choice. See, the culture tells us that once we get it down, then we're good. And if we stop, then we're bad. Nothing could be further from the truth. We do it, and then we stop doing it so we can choose to do it again. Without choice, there is no empowerment. We learn that we should understand everything. And there's a saying I learned back in the late 1960s. A man named Werner Erhard, who was running an EST program, said that understanding is the booby prize. I didn't really understand it at the time, and I fought it for a long time, and suddenly it became clear to me one day. Understanding by itself accomplishes nothing. It's meaningless. Action without understanding is blind and often dangerous. And when I put understanding with appropriate action, then I become empowered. That's the equation. Understanding plus appropriate action equals empowerment. So I hope you found it helpful. If you did, or if you didn't, please reply back and let me know. And if there's any other questions you have, please ask them. Ask your friends to ask some questions. I appreciate you. Thank you.